I think I'd like to get behind the wheel of something. I'd like to do maybe a little bit of experiencing the four-wheel drive systems and stuff. I love to off-road. So hopefully I get a chance to do that.
We have Tobias, our GWM technical expert.
Hello, Tech. Even it has so much power because you have the long EV range, and it's really good also for commuting, like in the city.
Okay.
But with an 8-speed automatic transmission, not with a 9-speed. But so we have all kind of varieties of the powertrain.
Right.
Something for everybody.
That's right. So we've got another GWM Power.
Also a hybrid version with a P2 motor inside, and the P2 motor is very powerful, I can tell you. So the peak torque is 400 Newton meter.
Just from the motor?
Just from the e-motor.
Wow.
And the peak power is 120 kilowatt.
It looks like it should be powerful, and I'm glad that it is.
Exactly.
So four-wheel drive, stuff like that, what are we looking at in terms of like differential locks and things like that?
We have all kind of things what off-roader like, so differential
This guy gets so excited now. You're talking about locking differential.
Yes.
As soon as you get into the technicals about it, he's on it, face lights up.
I want also to mention also in the transfer box, we call it transfer box, which is the transfer between rear axle and front axle. So it's flanged to the back of the transmission. In this transfer box we have 2 gears. We call it 4H, so 4-wheel drive high, and 4L, 4-wheel drive low. So high means the ratio is 1:1. So what comes out of the transmission will be distributed to the wheels. The low means we have an additional ratio. So behind the transmission we additionally transfer the torque to a higher level. And this ratio is 2.64, which is quite high. Then of course you can only use it off-road in the low speed range. I think it's up to 60 or 80. Maybe up to 80 kph you can use it, then you are in the speed limiter of the engine. Then at the end from the torque converter. So we have a hydraulic torque converter inside, even it's a hybrid. We combined it with a hydraulic torque converter. And then in the low speed, of course we didn't lock the torque converter, and that in the low speed when you launch the car, then you get additional ratio from the torque converter. Maybe dynamically 1.3, 1.4. So, and this is the beauty here. So we have a hybrid, we have a conventional torque converter, we have the low gear in the back, and then you have a lot of, you can handle every situation.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm trying to think of what this thing could get stuck in.
So our last vehicle that we're checking out here, this is the GWM Tank 300 diesel version.
And this is exactly the same engine as we seen in the beginning of Power.
Okay.
In terms of powertrain, we have the diesel engine here, we have the 980, we have the leather frame, we have the mechanical all-wheel drive. So everything we talked about the power, we can also enjoy here.
All of that low down torque at 1,000 RPM, 260 Newton meters already, basically at idle.
GWM, go with more.